Honorable Speaker, and let me also thank my brother, Honorable Dube, for that very important question. Indeed, we have a provision in the ministry, Honorable Speaker, where you can also personalize your number plates so that you can carry it from one vehicle to the other. What we'll be doing through the through the Department of Registration, which is known as CVR, we will be having details of the engines and chassis being replaced so that we'll carry that same number. But contrary to ordinary numbers where they've got sequences, if you lose your registration number, you need to do a police report so that will justify why you need the duplication. So you have to report and get a police report, and we verify whether that is in place so that we run another number, but we don't duplicate the already existing number. But when you want personalized number plates, you can do that. It's unfortunate that they are on a steep side when it comes to pricing, but if you have the funds and you are amenable to that, you can still go the route of personalizing your number plates. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Supplementary?
Yes, supplementary, Honorable Speaker, I'm actually not content with the response from the Honorable Minister, because at some point, I think we are honorable members here who sit here.
Order. You have no right to say you are not satisfied with the response. Your right is to ask a supplementary question in order to get the response you would think you'll be satisfied with. So withdraw that statement.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I stand guided, and please condone me.
Pardon?
I withdraw.
Yes, withdraw. Yes, please proceed.
Yes, Honorable Speaker. I wanted to say to the Honorable Minister that perhaps if he can clarify, because at some point I think we read, perhaps it was an essay that was clarifying that in order to avoid expenses in terms of perhaps obtaining a new number plate, which will also involve perhaps also replacing the book of the vehicle, that actually comes with a lot of cost. There is an option of also perhaps retaining the same number plate with the same book and then reducing the cost. So if perhaps the minister would explain if that provision is there, or it is actually perhaps a question of coming with the new on everything. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Once again to thank my brother, Honorable Due, and to concur with his position that, yes, there is a position. I talked about Central Vehicle Registry, which is the domain. They are actually the custodians of vehicle registration. So the question that he has then posed, which actually differs from the initial. The initial I was talking about replacing the number that could have been lost or not. But in terms of maintaining your number, if you don't lose it, contrary to years back where we were saying if you sell your car, you have to change the registration number. But now, you can only change the vehicle registration book and maintain the number. We are talking of the number. If you don't lose your number, you can carry it over from one seller, one buyer to another buyer, keeping the same number. What will only be changing is the registration book. This is what we are now doing, so as to mitigate, the issues of reprinting different number plates. So indeed, the Honorable Speaker said, now if you don't lose your number plate, if you sell your car, the next buyer can still retain that. But if that buyer doesn't want to keep that number plate, then there is at liberty to also apply for a new registration number, but it will be at a cost. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.